the podcast. I started this one with Joe without even being ready. Look, he's
Second
typing.
time in a row, because last time I edited too. I'm like, I'm editing, and then it's like we're talking. Okay, feel the podcast, episode 43.
Yeah, you gotta get him off his toes sometimes.
It's good. It's
It
good.
makes a good intro sometimes, you know? And sometimes
It
it's
works.
the worst intro because you're like,
Sometimes it actually works though. It catches me off guard. You know, it gets the juices flowing.
Yeah,
Let's go.
that's it. So, what episode did we just say? 45?
We are on 45.
Episode 45. There you go. Our hairs look like shit in the morning.
Just woke up like an hour ago.
Exactly.
But don't hold it against me.
So episode 45. Joe, what's up?
What's up, man?
What is up? What is up?
We had a break last week.
Yeah, we had a
little bit of
break
a
last
family
week.
event.
Family events on both ends, so we had to, we couldn't do it. But now, I think we're gonna have guests next week or the week after. Like really, like.
Okay.
But
all right. Okay.
I want to say next week.
All right.
Right. I want to say next week, but gotta ask the guests and see what
I'm done.
we can do. You know, we gotta start rescheduling everybody, and people think we're crazy because we tell them. Remember last time we're like, yeah, in 3 months, and people think we're crazy.
Yeah, now it's been a year.
Yeah. So now it's been a year that we haven't done anything, and we have a bunch of people.
I actually have
waiting.
it open up here. The last guest we had was
Who was it?
Matthew.
Matthew Jufrida was our
Yeah.
last guest.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because
Shout out to Matthew.
It went Matt, Andy, Jason. Like that's from Matt last one.
Okay.
Andy was before that, and then Jason was
Wow,
before
yo,
that.
I feel like it's so long ago.
And then we did the 1 year right after Matt.
Wow.
And there's a Christmas tree behind us, so it was still Christmas.
Yeah, so it's Christmas time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we started in
Christmas, yeah. Well, around Christmas time, anyways.
So, I think next week or the week after, upcoming episodes, we'll have some guests for sure lined up. Like we said already, I think 1,000 times, we already spoke to them or whatever. We know who wants to come on. We just got to organize ourselves now that Quebec is finally opening up. We're finally going back to normal stuff. Restaurants are open, right? Everything's
With big
open.
quotations.
Yeah.
I feel like we always start the podcast with a COVID talk.
Yeah, and well, there's updates, right? Because everyone's always like, every week is different. Think of it.
Yeah,
Every week there's
there's
something.
new stuff coming
There's
out.
always
Yeah.
something. So, we just want to let you guys know what's going up. We got Bentley in the background.
That
So
was,
you guys-
I was legit. That was my next thing. I'm like, if anybody hears a dog with
Yeah, if he's
trying to eat
licking-
something off of
yeah.
Matt, it's a dog.
He's licking peanut
And
butter.
all I
off his
smell is
toys.
peanut butter right now.
Yeah, we gotta
got
keep
like
him
an
busy.
aroma happening here.
It smells good. I like
It does. I
peanut
like
butter
it.
in the
I like
morning.
it. I like it. I like it.
All right, guys. So we wanted to touch upon a couple of things. I wanted to touch upon especially one thing that I saw, and it might burn Giovanni's butt a little bit.
Shoot.
So I saw an article on Motor One. You know Motor1.com?
Yeah.
So Motor1.com.
Let's pull it up. See if I have it. Here.
And I could actually send it to you. Can I send you a...
It's okay. What's the
Okay.
article?
So basically, Motor One, the title is, if you want to find it, Porsche reminds us it built the iconic Mercedes 500e.
Yes.
Did you know this?
I knew.
You knew that?
You know why they did it?
Why?
It's 'cause
And
the
I
car
I
didn't-
honestly never knew. That's why I'm freaking out. That was my
So-
number one thing that I had to talk about. This is
Mercedes at the
First
time.
of all, guys, just because people don't know what the hell a 500e
Yeah.
is. So 500e is what Mercedes from the 90s, right?
From late 80s,
Yeah.
90s. But it's the 500e. So basically, it's the E-Class
Celebrating
of the
the
80s.
30th anniversary of sports sedans.
Yeah.
That's
So
what they did,
basically,
okay.
they were the first. That was like the first sedan car to put a big engine inside.
And is that a 2 or a 4-door?
Four-door.
2, right? Because it's considered a sports car.
It's 4-door.
It's 4-door.
Yeah. So basically,
Oh, I'm looking
Mercedes
now.
at the time needed to
Oh,
build
Yes, okay.
a car
I like this car.
that it could compete like high speed records or just compete with the
Like
competition.
M3 and
Yeah,
stuff?
exactly. Well,
Okay,
more like
M5,
5 Series, yeah,
right,
exactly.
M5, yeah.
So big engine in their big sedans, and they needed to come up with something. So they looked, and they didn't have a performance division at the time. AMG didn't exist yet. in the
Oh, okay,
Mercedes,
that's why.
That was
okay.
right. AMG was right after.
So AMG came around, what, 90s? Like early 90s?
Yeah, like late 80s, early 90s. That was like the first car before AMG merged with
I was
Mercedes.
about to say, because usually after that, all
Because
you
that
hear
was
is
not
AMG,
branded
right?
AMG.
That's it, that's
The
what I'm
engine
saying.
is not AMG at all.
After that, you always hear like the AMG.
The Hammer and all those other things. Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't there a C40 or C44 or something like that?
C43.
C43,
Yeah,
right?
there was C55.
But it's,
there's
no,
a
not
C36.
C43. Talking about the old one, C40 or something like that.
No, I don't know.
It was a C43 too back in the day?
Yeah, and
Oh,
the
wow.
guy I work with had one. Silver.
For real?
Yeah, it was
They're
sick.
so cool, those
V8
cars.
inside.
Yeah, that's it. They're cool.
There was even a C36.
I like Mercedes from the 90s, man.
Yeah,
they
me
got
too.
some like heavy.
I like it. I'm a
freaking
big
car.
fan of that.
Or like that E550?
Yeah.
Or E53 was it back then?
E55.
E55?
The supercharged V8.
I love that car, man, with the old lights.
Yeah,
the
the
circle
circles.
lights. Yo, man, cool cars, man. From the 90s, man, those cars, they're sick, those cars.
So
yeah,
the 500e was a car that they needed to build to rival any company that had a performance car. Obviously, they didn't have the performance division in Mercedes, so they looked to who was the best in the industry at that time
I'm really surprised that you
to
went.
build a performance car, which was Porsche. So suspension, all these things were designed by Porsche. The car was actually built in a Porsche plant. Reason being,
For real?
yeah. So
I thought it was just designed by Porsche.
no. So the reason why there's not many.
Man, I got a good topic that you know it inside out too.
the reason why there's not many that exist is because the car had to be, it was like made in the Mercedes-Benz factory.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was shipped to the Porsche factory to
assemble
it,
installed it in suspension,
then
all
ship
this
back to Mercedes, do another thing, and ship back to Porsche multiple times. So that's why there's not a lot
this
that
car must have
exists.
taken forever just to get built.
And that's why they were so expensive. And
how much were they when they came out? Like around?
I don't know, probably
Probably
80, 70K, yeah. And
back in
late
the day,
80s,
so
yeah,
it's
it's
like
a lot, right?
Yeah.
Another reason why they couldn't, the reason why they were shipped back and forth to Porsche is because the car was too wide to fit in the assembly line of the Mercedes-Benz factory. It was too wide.
Are you serious?
It's wide-bodied, the car.
Yeah, I know,
to
but
fit the
still.
bigger wheels and fit the bigger engine. So
it
since it
didn't
didn't fit, and instead of building a whole new factory to build the car, it was cheaper for them just to ship it to the Porsche factory and build it there.
So it's wide bodied and everything.
It is wide-bodied. It has flares.
I've never seen it in person. Have you seen it in person?
I've never seen it in person, but I've seen videos of it, and it's retarded. Crazy car.
Wow,
So,
I didn't know that they made that it was like that and that weight.
So it has the 5
It doesn't even see that
inside.
in the article.
No.
It just says that it was like designed by Porsche.
I read so much about this car.
Oh yeah.
I read a lot of shit about Mercedes.
So what engine does it have and stuff?
5
like that?
liter, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Let me just, that I have to just confirm, but I think it's a 5
Yeah,
liter.
because I don't know.
It's a V8.
I know what it looks like, the car.
Exactly. It's the 5 liter, naturally aspirated. I don't know what
Yo,
it has a 4-speed automatic.
It's a 4-speed.
Yeah, it's almost a thing of suck gas.
I love it.
The
1, 2,
horsepower
3.
on it, for the time, is not that bad.
3, 4.
320 bhp, so I think it's about like 330 horse. Torque 354. It's not bad.
For that time.
Not bad. And
For
this
that
car
time.
was made between 91 and 94.
So yeah, early 90s. Okay.
Pretty crazy.
But only automatic, those cars?
Only automatic. You can't get them stick.
Wow. Weird, eh? That they would make it a sports car without the stick? You think it's
Because it wasn't really a sports
it's huge.
car.
It's a huge car.
If you wanted the sports car, you had to buy the 190E.
Because if it's the 190E is the 190E. That's
But that's
iconic.
the car. If you wanted
Is the
manual,
190E rarer than that one?
Yeah.
It is, eh?
Yeah. I've only seen one.
I've seen one, exactly.
I've
Black?
seen one. Black, with no spoiler.
Because me too, no
Yeah.
spoiler. It's
Yeah.
the same car. Because that car, man, is so nice.
Yeah, I'm a big
Remember when I
fan of
got
that
a
car.
call for it? It's probably the same guy.
Probably.
There's not
It
many.
was parked at a car dealership not too far from Orange Julep there on the carriage.
I saw it on the 40, I think.
Driving?
Yeah.
Probably.
I think so.
Probably.
Yeah.
I've only seen one.
Yeah. So cool car, guys. When of you have thought that Mercedes would have outsourced their cars to Porsche?
When you write on Wikipedia, it actually says manufacturer Daimler-Benz and Porsche.
Yeah. No, that even on the article it says that. They said they really got together
many
to
did they
make that. Yeah, the wider fender flares, hiding suspension components. So they made it from the SL. Okay, they took stuff from the SL and the SEL. Okay.
Apparently this car drives like very good. From the time anyways, right? I'm
Yo,
trying to find it.
I just checked and they used to make. Guess somebody used to make a day.
1,500.
Guess somebody used to make a day.
How many?
20 a day.
It's not a lot.
That's not a lot.
That's not a lot.
Yo, they pump out like 100 C classes a day now. It's like.
It said, okay, here, there was a total of 10,000 made.
Okay, so still.
1,500 of them were imported to the U.S.
Oh wow!
And the
Okay,
rest
good
are all
luck
in
trying
Europe.
to find something.
Yeah, they're very expensive.
Good luck trying to find one here. I mean, like an NA North American.
Very
model?
expensive.
Not naturally.
Well, even a
aspirated.
190E, there was one for sale.
Good luck.
190E
It's
Evo
crazy.
2. So the
An
real,
Evo 2?
The real one, European
Yo.
spec, imported with a spoiler, manual.
Where did he get this? What? Like he's the
imported
first owner, this guy?
No, but you could buy them in Europe.
Yeah,
They're for
I know.
sale.
I know, but they're still
have to import
rare
them.
and nice.
It was going for $500,000. And this was 3 years ago. Yeah.
That car,
But original.
and that car has this what engine? A 5-liter.
It has a Cosworth
a Cosworth, I know that.
2.6, if I'm not mistaken. Inline 6.
Shit.
Yeah.
I know
Apparently
it's
they
a Cosworth, yeah, because they're
scream.
known for that.
Apparently they
Yeah.
scream.
Well, that's what they were.
insane.
What's
The
it called? They were
race
like amazing for.
The race.
Was it like Le Mans? Not Le Mans, but you know the one under it, where it's all like Mercedes,
DMT,
those classes, that 3 Series,
DTM.
yes, DTM or
Yeah.
whatever like that.
But they took over that
Yeah,
the thing.
they
Them and I
destroyed.
remember there's a video with Audi leaving
Yes.
They put Mercedes-Benz in there too because that was the rival.
Because Quattro was smashing everything.
It was 190E versus Audi.
Exactly. So Quattro, they got not eliminated. They were not allowed to use Quattro after because no one else had all-wheel drive systems.
Everybody else was using rear-wheel drive.
Everyone else was using rear-wheel drive or front-wheel drive, whatever. So it was. I'm sorry, man. These cars, man.
Yeah, all-wheel drive.
You just annihilate.
It's not fair anymore.
You know what I mean? Unless you're like. You weigh nothing, and the car's perfectly balanced. But even at that, the Audi or the all-wheel drive car is going to be the same thing. Try to catch up to that car. Yeah, try to catch up to that car.
It's impossible.
The Quattro was ripping. Then Rally, same thing.
Yeah.
They went into Rally, then they took them out.
Isn't Rally, though.
No. Well, maybe at the beginning, but they're not known like for Rally. You know what
Rally
I mean?
was Subaru, Audi.
Yeah, Subaru, Audi, Mitsubishi.
Ford Focus.
Yeah,
the early
Mitsubishi,
years.
the Ford Focus, the Ford. What's that wide one that he made?
Focus.
RS 2000 or something like that. Though, it's called.
Oh, the old one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. RS 2000.
You see what I mean? All those cars.
RS 200.
Suzuki's.
Yeah.
Old Suzuki. Remember old Suzuki from Gran Turismo with the massive wing in the back?
Yeah.
That car.
There's even
Pikes
Peugeot.
Peak. That thing was a beast on Pikes Peak, that car.
There's even a Peugeot.
Yeah. So all those cars were insane. But then a guy with the Quattro came along. And everyone's like, what the hell is this? All-wheel drive system. And the guy is taking turns like it's nothing. Like, so then after, they had to put some restrictions. So Audi was out. But then after, other companies started to pick up on all-wheel drive. Like you said, like Subaru, Mitsubishi, stuff like that. Audi came back in, but he still annihilated.
Strong, yeah.
Oh, man. But then after when Audi left, because Audi went into Le Mans, like we spoke about already, we went over just the Le Mans and all that. And Rally just was Subaru Mitsubishi at one point. I don't know if you like us growing up, our time, growing up, WCI, I think it's called World Rally, or WRC, whatever.
World Rally Champion.
Yeah, exactly. I remember it was Subaru, WRX STIs versus Mitsubishi Evos all day long.
100%.
Every new gen, it was just change and that's it. And it was crazy.
And sometimes the Focus would come in.
Yeah, and the Focus would come in.
The white to the blue.
But try to keep up to these guys. These guys, man, they're 2-liter engine. Then it was limited to a 2-liter engine at one point. You're allowed turbos. Then these guys came out with turbos. The Subaru guys and Mitsubishi guys. Yeah. Good luck. Like it's crazy, man.
Even
a lot of stuff comes from Rally.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. A lot of drivers come from Rally too. F1 drivers.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
It's not easy, man.
It's hard.
I feel like Rally is harder to do than it is an F1.
Especially you've watched them obviously when it's dirt and then it's asphalt
it's crazy.
and then it's like mud and it's wet.
You don't even know what's coming up. The guy next to you is telling you there's a turn coming.
That too. That's cool.
Yeah,
I find
that sport is crazy.
Yeah. So guys, you should check it out. Honestly, the 500e, super cool car.
Massive.
Drive. That too. So just to end that topic. 500e by Mercedes was designed and developed, like Giovanni said, also by Porsche with Mercedes.
Yeah, right? That was the only car.
No AMG back in the day, so they needed someone to do something, and they called it Porsche.
That was the only car.
Crazy, cool article. If you guys want to see it on motor1.com. Also, did you have anything you wanted to add? I have something that
I do want to say something about that era.
Yeah, that's it.
That there is one car that not nobody knows about, but never spoken about in this time, early 90s. So remember before you said that the V8 was from the SL, right?
Yeah.
The SL Roadster from Mercedes. There's an SL that exists in the early 90s called the SL 73.
I never heard of this. 73, 7.3.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, so there's an SL 7.3 V12, and it's the same engine that was used in the Pagani Zonda of the mid-90s. You know the first Zonda that came out?
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Still to this day, they use AMG engines inside.
Yeah,
now
that I know.
They use the 6 liters. Well, they use the 7.3s as the first ones. And that's Bentley running around.
Yeah, guys, if you're here, don't worry. It's just Bentley.
And so now, since Zondas are becoming a lot rarer, if you have an SL with a 7.3, people are actually paying over money just for the engine.
Well, yeah, I didn't know that existed.
Parts for the Zonda if it ever breaks down.
No, I didn't even know this thing existed.
There's not many around.
So that was the only one that had that.
The only car other than
Mercedes
that had
that engine. What the hell? It's an SL.
SL 73, yeah. The engine is massive. Here, see if we can pull it up.
It's bigger than the car.
Yeah, it's massive. It barely fits inside.
Because the SL is the two-door, no?
Is that extraordinary? Yeah, it's a roadster.
Exactly. Okay, it's exactly that one. That's what I'm thinking.
525 horsepower, and I think that's 800 foot-pounds of torque.
Yeah, good luck. And finding one, it's probably like 3 left in the world or something.
It's the rarest of Mercedes-Benz.
I didn't, honestly.
This one, and it's insane.
I love that year.
Yeah, me too.
I like that year with those AMG wheels. Because they make
The
them.
monoblocks.
You don't need to have the 73 to
You
have
know you
that.
can buy the new AMGs with monoblocs.
Yeah.
These wheels,
Yeah.
the GTs,
I saw
so
an article
sick,
on that,
so
yeah.
sick.
But I find that so cool, that car. And wow, now you just taught me something.
Yeah.
I just hate the convertible. Everyone has a convertible, huh? Everyone in Montreal has a convertible.
They all come convertible. You can't go in coupes.
Go to the top.
No,
Go
it
up.
comes off.
It's a hard top,
They
that
all come
one.
off. It's like the Z8.
Yeah, but you know how
Same
many I
style.
see that they're cloth. The material's
No,
cloth.
that's not SLs.
It's
SLs.
the other one.
That's-
It's the one that's smaller.
No, they're still hard tops. SLKs. SLKs,
No, not
SLs are all...
SLK. It's maybe a bit older than that one. Maybe it's the year before. You know what I mean?
With a rag
Same-
top?
Yeah, rag top.
Mercedes-Benz.
Unless I'm just going crazy.
SLs are all
Very
hard tops.
possible, guys.
They're-
I'm not
they're
the
known
best
to
at
be,
Mercedes, huh, so.
They're known to be hard tops.
Okay. But I didn't know that existed.
Yeah, SL73.
It's actually pretty interesting. Well, okay. So,
7.
getting out of that era, because now I'm jumping to the future, basically. Did you listen to Joe Rogan with Neil deGrasse Tyson?
I did.
Did you hear their rant about cars? At the end, like around the last hour, they went off on cars. Like they just spoke about cars.
What were they talking about?
So,
Teslas?
yeah, exactly. So, not Teslas, but the future. You know how he is. Neil deGrasse
Yeah.
Tyson is all about the future. And Joe Rogan likes to pick at his brain because
Yeah.
the guy, man, you see it. So, Neil deGrasse Tyson, they were talking about saying in the next. Neil deGrasse Tyson
Picking my
said,
brain right now. I don't remember. I
In
watched
the
the whole thing. I
next-
don't remember this.
you're going to remember now. In the next 10 to 20 years,
Yeah.
all be self-driving cars, he says. He goes, I'm not even worried about it. 10 to 20 years, no one's going to be driving cars.
And then they were talking about how young people don't want to get their driver's license?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
okay,
all
okay.
these things.
I remember
So-
this,
but
yes.
they started off with that. So they're going to say, like, Tesla self-driving. They're
Yeah.
saying in 10 to 20 years, he's saying he's not an expert in this, right? No one knows. 10 to 20 years, no one will be driving their cars anymore. It'll be all automated, on the highways and
Yeah.
stuff, like what Elon Musk is trying to do. And he thinks it's happening 100%.
Probably.
No problem. But, like,
It already exists now.
and he said, I wrote so many notes, this guy talks so fast. They're 90 miles per hour and 5 feet apart self-driving cars.
That's going to be like the rule of thumb.
5 feet apart is nothing. 90 miles per hour. Like, you're not controlling the car. Think of it.
90 miles per hour is 100. And if 60 miles is 100, no, 90 is 130, 140.
120,
No, it's faster than
Isn't
that.
on the service, man, I haven't been to Florida in so long.
Wait.
When you go on the highway, what does it say? 60 miles per hour, right?
Yeah, 60 miles is, or 70
Is-
miles. Hold on, 90
Right, yeah.
mph to
Why
kilometers.
can't everyone just do freaking
It's
kilometers per hour?
144 kilometers. That's fast.
5 feet apart. And you're not controlling. There's nothing. You're sitting down and you could be looking at the moon.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I wouldn't like that
Wow.
though.
I know I wouldn't like that. I know you wouldn't like that. That's a question for later. But what I found out that freaking Tesla does, if you know this and you never told me, I was like,
What is this?
okay, did you know Tesla has a learning system? Did you know that? So what I mean by that, I haven't written down, but I know what it is. So it has a database, like a cloud, okay? I'm talking very Neil deGrasse Tyson. So a cloud of information that they share between all their Teslas. Did you know that shit? Not like information like what's his VIN number, what's this. Information that, okay, Giovanni drove on this road here, right? You drove on this road here. There's bumps around.
It's called Car2X. I know what it is. Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Audi do it as well.
Insane, though.
They do it.
So let's say it's a bumpy road, okay? Let's say it's known on P9, it's a bumpy road. For anybody that's from Montreal, everybody knows that. So it's a bumpy road, P9, right? So when, let's say Giovanni's car went on it, his car, the suspension was set up on a stiffer ride or a more normal ride, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He went there, boom, 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 he's hitting bumps. The suspension automatically changes on Teslas. They know how to adjust themselves. That I already knew. But now it's saved into that cloud saying, at this location with the latitude, longitude, whatever, there's bumps. So
next car to
every
pass.
Tesla, so I'm going to drive my Tesla now. Massimo's driving his Tesla. He goes on P9, it automatically changes to comfort mode.
Yeah. So you're ready for the bumps.
What?
Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Audi do it as well. It's called Car2X.
Since when, though? Now? It's
Mercedes-Benz
new?
on the GLE, it's an $8,000 option. It's called,
Okay, this is an option, but I'm saying Tesla does it within, like, their own, like, it's not,
Yeah.
it's just a cloud.
It's
like,
all the same
not
system. It's called Car2X. Wow. Tesla's in it too, I'm pretty sure. But the cars have the feature. I don't know if Tesla's standard or not. I don't know.
You think it's Car2X? Car2X, like, just the company that does it?
No, Car2X is the system.
Okay. So basically, Mercedes-Benz, Audi,
BMW, they do
they share it.
They share the cloud.
Okay, so they say, you know what, whatever. Guys,
example, I'm driving
it's not
my-
competition. It's just everyone knows that there's bumps there. So
Well, for now they're all sharing. Maybe later on they're gonna split up. I don't know. But for example,
I think
drive the
Tesla
GLE.
might be by themselves on this shit.
I'm not sure.
Knowing
but
him,
I do know BMW, Mercedes is all together because during the training that we had, the guy was explaining to us that all these companies share the same thing.
that makes sense.
So, for example, I'm driving the GLE.
Yeah, it would make sense.
You're driving
an
an
X5
X7,
or whatever.
yeah, X5, whatever, and you have the right suspension because on Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah, you have to have
BMW. I don't know.
the air ride.
Exactly, but Mercedes-Benz is called. You know the ones that jump. Did you ever see
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Benz? Okay,
The ones,
that's an option.
Yeah.
So that's called e-body control. So that's an adjustable suspension. Like when you drive, it adjusts to the road.
So basically,
and it has that
like
system.
TTs had them back in the Audi TT was like one of the first ones with that. Yeah.
The adjustable suspension.
You take a turn, it'll lift more on
exactly.
one side.
The SL has it
if
too.
you guys don't know it,
Curve assist, all that stuff.
Exactly,
right?
curve assist. That's what it was
with the
called.
active sway bars.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So for example, I drive the GLE on this road. I have the camera in the windshield. It
Sensor checks
the road.
everything.
But for me, like it goes over, like you said, it goes over it. But then you're behind me in the X7, let's say, and you have the same option. Your suspension is going to be ready for when it hits that bump. You don't feel it.
Yeah, exactly. Or you'll feel it less.
Or you feel less, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I find it so cool.
All these cars have it.
Okay, so I think Tesla might be part of this thing, but all Teslas have air ride and stuff, right? They're all with the air ride, I think. I'm pretty sure they're almost all with the air ride.
It's called Car2X Communication Mercedes-Benz here, see?
Okay, but see, Mercedes-Benz. I feel like that's only Mercedes-Benz.
Here, Car2X Communication.
But why wouldn't they share it? It's good for everybody. All the parts will last longer.
From what I understood, that they all these companies all use the same system.
I just find that so cool.
See,
and I didn't know that.
A joint project, they all do it.
I just didn't know that existed. I find it so intriguing that like you can just drive by a bumpy road and your suspension is gonna adjust because Giovanni drove on the bumpy road 10 days ago.
They have to come up with new sales taxes to sell these cars, man.
No, but that's smart. That's very smart, especially places like this.
Yeah,
it's very smart if you have the car, obviously, for it.
And then when you go to the dealer and your shocks
and then you go
finished.
to the dealer and the shock is leaking, and they tell you, okay, it's $5,000 to change the front left shock, and you just fall on the floor and have a heart attack. Yeah, not do that. Those things happen.
Make sure you buy a warranty.
But I really found that really cool. Like honestly, there was that was really cool. Also, he says that self-driving cars will save lives. Do you agree? He says on an approximate 35,000 deaths estimated a year.
Yeah, I heard this
on
part.
driving, like people that are just stupid and that.
You know why I think he thinks like that? It's my opinion.
Because he thinks there's gonna be no error.
No, not no error. Yeah, exactly.
Because he's like
because there's no human errors, right? So all the cars are following the same.
There
pattern.
is human errors right now. That's the thing. That's what he's saying. Okay, and you're saying
if cars are all going at the same
with
speed,
computer, but the computer glitches.
But that's where the
there's
there's always a margin of error. But he's saying that it won't be 35 deaths. It's going to be a lot less. That was his point, right?
Yeah. No, it's like 35,000 less off the rule. Like you're saying, they're estimated, right?
So his thing is like at the end of the scientific calculation, he's like, well, technically we're getting less deaths.
Right? Them it's all numbers and.
Even if they get one less death, well, it's still one less
death
than they would have had last year.
100%.
So
I'm all for that.
He's not wrong.
Because there's people that are stupid.
But you are correct that, for example, like, I don't know, let's say, I'll use Mercedes as an example because I know it so well, but they have like the intelligent drive package. Yeah. Like where it drives itself on the highway. It's like adaptive cruise control.
Exactly. A better version.
I was actually driving a car the other day, and I'm driving, and all of a sudden it just starts going down to 60.
I hate that shit.
And there's nobody in front of me.
You see?
On the highway.
I find it so like.
And then like, okay, I was aware because I was still holding the steering wheel. And
yeah,
stuff.
Because you're the type of person not to let go of the steering wheel. Me too.
But then I push on the brakes and the system deactivates. But if it's just a random person, like a majority of people that drive are.
You see videos of the people
lost,
on the other seat because they want to be cool or whatever.
Like if you're worried to slam on the brakes or to deactivate the system, the person behind you, like, you know what I mean? They could have rear-ended you if they were 5 feet apart, let's say, you know?
I think if they do this type of thing, it's going to be all like, even with the cloud and everything, they're going to have all like, okay, this guy's braking, so it's going to send a thing to this guy and that guy,
and be ready
behind,
to brake.
behind.
Maybe. You know what? It might cause also less traffic.
They're saying why he wants to try it in LA because of all the traffic and stuff, and he's saying that it's going to, for sure, not eliminate, but take out a lot of it.
Yeah, it's true. I believe it.
And then Joe Rogan said, but what if I want to take my Porsche out and I want to go on the highway and hit 300?
No.
You can't. How are you going to do it? Everything is automated. You can't just drive. You can't just go in. You know what his answer was? What happened to the horse? What happened to the carriage? He goes, you want to drive it? You go on the weekend. You can go ride a horse on the weekend. No one's stopping you. You can go ride your carriage on the weekends or on a track all week. Because you'll go on a track too. Imagine that.
I'm not down.
I'm not down either. And I don't think Joe Rogan was down either because he didn't look too...
he didn't seem too happy.
He likes technology. Like, he has an old Corvette with all, like, new Corvette stuff in it.
Yeah, he was talking about it actually with Tom Papa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah? I didn't finish that one
65
yet.
Corvette. He's like, I have no radio in there. He's like, I just drive and I hear the sound. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. But he has everything
Love
new, though. Like, suspension's
Yeah.
new. It's from the newer Corvettes and stuff, so it's pretty cool.
He's
That car is a cool car.
LS3, I think.
That's on Jay Leno's.
Yeah, exactly.
He's on
Solo
Jay
one.
Leno's, yeah.
With the big monoblock wheels.
Yeah.
It's all one face.
I love that.
Yeah, it's so sick.
I love that
I'm a
car.
big fan of that car. Big.
So I don't know. Like, I wouldn't be too into that. This already self-driving is a bit scary.
I don't like it. I still want to drive a car.
Yeah. No,
I love driving cars.
Exactly, that too. But, like, I'm not going to go to the... Like the guy said, on the weekend you can go to, or at night you can go to the stable and ride your horse. I'm not gonna go to the track to go drive my car a bit. Like sometimes you just want to drive. I don't want to drive it on the track.
Are opening tracks or what?
Who's opening track?
Let's go buy land.
Oh yeah, not here. That's for sure. To go, I don't know where to go buy land because over here the land is just crazy.
They're gonna throw us down because they want to build condos. Noise pollution.
That's what, yeah, exactly. Noise on electric cars. Now they're gonna start complaining. Oh, the car makes too much of a zooming noise. There's always something. But I also sent you...
The electric motor makes too much noise.
Actually, the other day, what was driving near me? Oh, Taycan. I was at my girlfriend's...
Does it make any noise?
Dad's house. Yeah, you hear...
Yeah?
I think it's Porsche that does it
Yeah, just
on
to
purpose.
make sure everybody around knows
But
there's
it
a car
sounds
coming.
cool.
Yeah?
Yo, I like that car, though.
Looks nice.
If that car was like a gas-powered car...
Yo, it look insane.
He had it black. I've never seen him
I
black.
think they would sell better if they were gas-powered cars.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. People like that shit. People like technology and stuff too.
I know, that's true.
But the look all black, and he tinted the lights, and he has the like the Porsche lights in the front. It's like the 4 dots.
Yeah. Crazy.
Low, man. The car is low
it is
because
low.
the battery it's low and only. That's all you hear. I was
So
like
weird.
I look at him
man.
like, where am I? What is this? The Jetsons? You know what I mean?
It's
That's
so
what
weird.
It's a weird feeling. Like, already, just Teslas are like a bit weird. Like, you know what I mean? Like that. When I say it and tell them the story all the time. When I drove that Tesla, the ludicrous mode,
200D.
it just launched like I had a car with like I don't know 1,000 horsepower, but I heard. That's
Tires.
it. That's it. The tires screech a bit, and that's it. But you don't hear, like, you know what I mean? The
there's no
regular,
sound.
and that when you slap it or when you slap it into a
Yeah.
shift, nothing. How weird is that?
I don't know, man.
How weird is that, though?
I don't know.
But you're taking off like a Lambo, though. And it's like, and you look inside the car, and it's just a screen and Mercedes benches, and you're like,
And the door.
you're like, what's going on? You're like, what's going on?
Oh,
sorry
Bentley's
about that.
freaking out.
Sorry about that. He's I hear him playing in the background.
Bentley's freaking out.
Yeah. What the hell? That just
I think
made
the
me lose
Porsche,
my-
the Taycan gets away with it because it looks good.
Yo, the Taycan looks amazing.
Because if you look at other electric cars, ugh, they're pretty ugly.
I like the Panamera. The Panamera.
It's not electric though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Same style
But there's an e-hybrid.
with the. Yeah, it's true.
You
You're
ever see
right.
that one?
Yeah, with the
It
green
looks
calipers.
like
The green calipers and
Yes.
has the green writing around the
Yes.
Panamera.
and then it has it looks like a wagon
Yeah,
in the back. Yeah, big fan.
I like
of
that car.
Big
Yo,
fan.
man, Panamera, man,
For-
sick cars.
You know how expensive those things are?
Super expensive.
I think it's called Panamera e-hybrid. I think
E-hybrid, yeah, 100%.
e-hybrid.
I sell wheels for them all the time.
Is it that one?
Yeah. I
This
just
one,
the
yeah.
green calipers.
Yeah, Turbo SE hybrid. I love
That's
this
the
thing.
Turbo SE,
I like
e-hybrid,
this. I like
exactly.
this.
It's a
Sport
pretty penny, that
Turismo,
car, huh?
190 almost.
Yeah, it's a pretty penny, that car.
But they're sick. They look
We should put
crazy.
We put the wheels on them, man, and those calipers in the front
Massive.
are ginormous.
Yeah, massive.
But they're not like a stupid offset or anything like that. You know what I mean?
But I
How
think
much?
they're big like hold on, what's to find the e-hybrid sport.
That's a
Turismo.
sport, that's
I
probably
gotta
the best
find
one.
the most expensive one because that's the one that we
dead.
look for.
That's it.
Turbos.
Executive. Oh, there.
The most expensive one is a Panamera Turbo S e-hybrid Sport Turismo, starting at 223.
Say that quick 5 times.
In American dollars.
How much?
220. Oh no, this one's 228.
220.
So this is more expensive. 220 is the most expensive one.
228.
Starting.
And that's Porsche,
690
huh?
horsepower.
So that means Porsche 690 and that freaking thing. That means Porsche. That means starting at. So that means that you get nothing
Yeah,
in
every
the car.
single option is like
Everything you want to add this, you want to put this steering wheel, you want to put this
Here, let's
leather,
see.
you want to put this sound system. There you go. Look. He has 1,000 options just for wheels.
What's the biggest side wheels you can put on this?
That one over there, that black one, was ginormous. But
What
it's nuts, that
man.
car. I like that
I'm
car.
a big fan of this car.
So I sent you this week, I had sent you a video, or the week before, the video of an M4 versus a C63 versus an RS5. Did you watch that video?
I think so. The new M4.
All new cars. All,
Yeah, the
all,
M4
the, new,
destroyed
all the new
everything.
ones. No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No. The RS5 destroyed all
Is
the...
the one a car wow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
Destroyed all... It was RS5 that won everything.
I'm pretty sure the M4 was
M4 was
front.
catching up. But the M4 destroyed the Mercedes. That's why.
The Mercedes was last.
Yeah, and the RS5 was first. RS5 destroyed just because of the all-wheel drive. Again, we're talking about all-wheel drive at the beginning.
I'm pretty sure the M4
Launch
was,
control, you saw it. Oh my God, the Mercedes was all the way in the back.
It got destroyed.
You see the Audi
Take off.
just took off like nothing. And RS5s aren't really that fast. Like usually they're not that fast. You know what I mean?
Compared to the other three?
Yeah, that's it. Compared to the other two, the rows like the bottom one.
Sorry.
But man, that M4
Quick.
hauls ass.
Quick.
Like the Mercedes has that big engine that we all know,
Yeah.
but it doesn't catch up.
It's
You
heavy.
think 'cause it's not putting the power down, the whole time? You think it's always slipping a bit?
Traction control's always on. While you drove
No, I don't
day.
think so. I don't think it's traction control goes on. I think it's off. I'm just saying, you think he's like still peeling
If you
and peeling and
drive
peeling?
that car, traction control totally off from a standstill, you're staying in your spot.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Then when
You're never gonna advance. You'll never advance.
I'm sure that's what he did. Yes, for sure.
Even with launch control on.
He launched it for sure.
Yeah, with race start, but like you're
and I think
losing
that's
like
launch control, and the RS5 made it look like it didn't have
nothing.
nothing.
Yeah, all-wheel drive.
Wow.
Less horsepower too. Is RS5 like 400 horse?
Yeah. No. RS5 has more than 400. No.
No, S5 has
S5 has 3 something.
2021 RS5 horsepower.
I'm really curious about this. I know it was the 2-door. It was all 2 doors, right? You did the 2-door.
444.
444. And a C6.
It's a V6, not even a V8 in there.
No, it's not V8 anymore. It's over.
C63 has 503.
Okay, it's not that much more. Man, I thought it was like almost 600 horsepower. The C63.
No, not stock.
Okay, but still, 444 is nice.
Well, C63, sorry. Yeah, 503.
Oh, that's nuts.
And then M4 has...
Probably like 480 because it rolls.
No, I think the new one is high.
Okay, well then that's why it freaking hauled ass.
473.
Wow, man, that was close, eh?
Competition model 503.
It wasn't competition, I think,
I
in
think it
that
was a
one.
regular one.
Yo,
Speaking of
what-
competition, I
what
saw
a-
the M5 comp,
For real?
the new one.
Like different body or like my dad's body?
No, the brand.
I didn't get to see one yet.
Oh my god, it
They're
was brown
nice.
with brown interior, mental, black wheels, carbon tips. Yeah.
I like them. I like
Crazy
them.
car.
But
Crazy car.
what I had to make a point on that wasn't even the Audi because everyone was talking about Audi. It was that BMW
Yeah, insane.
being left behind all the time, and then all of a sudden just catching up like it's nothing. And the Mercedes was still behind. I'm like, what the hell? I thought the Mercedes was gonna catch up.
I think it's the gearing on the M4.
It could be just the M4 is well done, like this M4 just on a straight line there. I'd have to see it. I'd want to see them on a track because honestly, I thought the Mercedes would win a straight line because Mercedes was
Just the torque.
just the amount of power
I
Mercedes
think
has.
it's just the takeoff. It's just
Is a C43 faster from 0 to 60
then what?
than a C63?
I think so.
For sure.
But on the highway, the C.
No, yeah, for sure on the highway, forget
Yeah,
it.
I think from a standstill it is.
I think so too.
Yeah.
For sure, especially if
Because
is there
horsepower-
launch control like stock on that? Like,
No, like race
no
start.
options, no nothing.
No. There is if you just gas and pedal.
But it's not a launch
brake and
control.
pedal, but no, it's like a.
It's not like a rev limit and it adjusts
no,
and it launches.
no.
Okay, okay.
But it is quick. It's 385 horsepower.
It's definitely fast. But I was just thinking because what's it called? Like my S3 had it, S4 has it,
Yeah.
all these S5 has it.
Yeah. Audi's
I would think
No.
C43 maybe because Audi has the better all-wheel drive system that
C43
they're not
is not-
worried about
It's
braking.
not dual
anything.
clutch, eh?
Yeah, no.
But CLA45
It's ZF,
has-
right?
No, it's
It's not a ZF
it's
transmission?
torque converter.
Yeah, ZF transmission.
ZF's on torque converter.
Yeah, it is.
Are you sure?
100%. It's
No,
the best.
C-
It's the fastest torque conversion.
It's just I don't know the Mercedes-Benz system. I don't know.
It's a ZF probably. I'm pretty sure it's a ZF.
It's like Tronic 9G or something like that.
yeah, but I'm saying
9G
it's probably the
dash
same
style.
shit as a ZF.
It looks like a regular automatic transmission.
Well, no one's doing dual clutches anymore. But then
No.
there's some cars that are keeping dual clutches. I don't know.
C63 is still dual clutch right now.
That's it. Like you
E63
made me
is-
drive one the other day, and I was like, aren't you removing dual clutches? Now they're back with it.
Well, it's the current model now. Maybe the next model with the 4-cylinder inside.
They were saying that they wanted to rip them out for so long now. The dual clutches.
Slowly. Next gen's coming out.
Because like Audi, they don't have them anymore. You know what I mean?
No, it's all ZFs.
Yeah,
I don't think anything has
and
dual
they
clutch.
say the ZFs are better than the dual
S3
clutch.
has dual clutch thing still.
Probably because
Golf
they
R
didn't.
still
No,
has
the
dual
new body, no.
ZFs?
Yeah, the new body for sure is ZF, the same engines.
Oh yeah? Is the Golf R ZF? The new.
That's what I remember reading. That's why I'm saying yes. But you see that new Golf, everyone is raving about it. That new
Sick,
Golf R.
apparently it's
They're
insane.
saying the new all-wheel drive system. I remember I was talking about
yeah.
last time is like through the roof. Like it changed the car. They're like, if you had a choice to buy the old one
Or the new one?
or the new one, they're like, don't even think of the old one. But then again,
The
so
old one
these
is
guys in
pretty
Europe.
sick.
You come to North America, they're cutting the power again. There's no option for the better version. I forget. I was reading something this week and I was on the go and I was reading it, and there's people complaining saying like I'm fed up of buying Vauxes. A guy literally wrote, I'm done buying Golf Rs because I never get the
real
full
one.
car. I'm paying so much. We're paying a shit ton
Yeah,
for
the
Golf
50K
Rs.
here.
You know what I mean? Give us the full like
Yeah.
the beefed up version. You know what I mean? Like even the Tiguan, the R lines in Europe. They're beasted out.
Yeah,
they're
they're
more
better spec
power.
than
They're
here.
more. They look better. They like,
Here we get the homologated
here we get
version,
the LED lights and
the smaller
a bit of an
Same
engine.
thing for the Celia 45. I know let's go back to Mercedes, but Celia 45 in Europe you have
too?
the S.
Oh, you see why?
The one you drove was 385 horse.
And 400 probably.
The 420 in Europe.
420. Yo, that's a big jump. Like, why
How
wouldn't you
come
do
this
that?
is, yeah, I don't know.
Because I'm sure you probably there's clients that are gonna come in and
my God,
say,
they will take the S.
oh, the CL, oh, this not for that much more
Same thing
horsepower.
with the C63. They make a non-S version. Who the heck buys the non-S version?
Honestly, lately,
Nobody.
Since they've come out with the new body with the
Yeah.
S, because there wasn't S's before. I've never seen one without an S. Honestly.
It's rare. Nobody buys
never-
them.
I've
I've
never-
seen, but nobody buys them.
You've seen because you see them all day. But I'm saying
Nobody buys
me
them.
that I see them once in a blue moon.
They're all S
all
models.
S's. I've
all
never
S.
seen
All
non-S.
S. Even the GTs. You know the AMG GTs?
Yeah, all S's.
There's a GT regular.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I thought they just came S.
I've seen one.
And even E63S.
I've seen
But
non-S
that
on
I've
the
seen.
old ones.
That's exactly my. Yeah, exactly.
Not the new ones. The new ones, they don't make non-S version.
I was just gonna ask that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I remember seeing S models on the like my dad's body,
The
like
old
that.
ones, yeah.
I love those S's.
Me too.
But then I was about to ask you that they don't make
a
them
non-S
S anymore. Eh?
Yeah.
Do
The
you have
old,
them in Europe though?
no.
Okay.
Only S
At
models.
least.
But the older ones, like 2014,
Yeah.
the year that
13,
we
yeah,
like
12,
there,
yeah.
the non-S version, you get less horsepower. I think it's 470 or
And it's something
465.
with a rear-wheel drive.
You don't get the limited slip diff.
Exactly right. Yeah. I
And you
know.
don't get the performance pack. So you don't get the red brakes. You don't get the Alcantara steering wheel. You don't get the interior is the
I
same.
love that car.
There's a couple of things you don't get.
Yeah.
You get the S. There's
I remember
no debate on
one
it.
of my first cars that I sold like expensive as Vossen was an E63
Yeah.
S that year, silver,
It's sick, those cars.
on a silver Vossen.
Yeah. Sick
You
car.
made me drive
Sick
it.
car.
I was like,
Underrated, man.
that is when I fell in love with like AMG and E63s.
Yeah.
It,
Underrated.
it was that,
Underrated.
and it was all-wheel drive, right? That car.
Underrated. Yeah.
So,
That was the first year.
and I was freaking out that Mercedes, right, all-wheel drive, because or else you try to kick the gas in your ass. It's
Yeah,
flying
before
everywhere.
the gen before was rear wheel.
Exactly. I find that car, I think in like the future, 20, 30 years, going to be like one of those gems.
Yeah.
They're going to be like those rare gems.
Buy them now while you can.
Yeah, man, if you have
Go
money,
look-
buy all kinds of shit now while you can. If
Go
I had
look if
money,
you see
I'd
one
be
for
buying.
sale.
Yo,
They're
man,
so rare.
if I had money and I want to buy something right now, is you buy M3s,
Yeah. Porsches.
M3s, C63s, like you said, Porsches.
Yeah.
Audis don't really sell much for more. You know what I mean?
RS4s.
An RS4, but
R8s.
there's no RS4s here. That's the problem. You have to get the old one, right? You get the
Yeah.
old one. People are selling them for stupid money. They're all beat to shit.
Yeah.
Like you'll find one guy that has it in good condition,
And they
and,
want
he's
too much
asking like
money.
50K. You know what I mean? And you're like, okay, the car's worth like 28, 20,
Max.
20.
25 on a good
Yeah,
day.
exactly. Like you know what I
25,
mean?
The guy's blind. No, I get
So
it.
like, if you guys, honestly, if you guys have the money, buy especially M3s, man. I have a feeling the M3, like E92 M3, I have a feeling it's
With the
gonna
V8?
skyrocket. Yeah, it's gonna skyrocket. The last M3 with a NA V8 manual,
Yeah.
and it looks
In
fucking
white, with the
incredible,
competition.
guys. Come on, it's one of the nicest cars ever made.
The spec,
to me.
spec to get is white, red interior,
Yep.
stick,
Exactly how I
competition
had
wheels,
my BMW.
with 2009 or 10, whatever. The last
Mine was
year.
an 09.
Yeah, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, was it 09? No, yeah, it was 09. It wasn't the
09.
last year's.
It was 9.
Last year's
11
is
is last
older
year's.
than that, no? Because mine wasn't.
No, 13 is the last year.
Exactly, 13, and it's
Yeah.
the facelift is 2010, 11, 12,
Yeah,
13.
it's- because
Because I had
get the
2009, I had the
different
last year of the before the facelift.
Yeah, with the smaller mirrors.
Exactly, like the M3 style mirrors, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
I like those, but the only thing I would maybe switch is get on the M3. It's the same headlight, but it comes with like the angel eye, like the real angel eye. Because those ones is like just a regular bulb.
Yeah.
So remember, I changed it to LED.
Yeah.
Mike too, he changed it. Those ones are the actual rings. Like remember from the E63s, people used to install them
on the later ones.
On the same year, but on the M3.
Oh,
you understand?
The M3s came with it only.
M3s came with it only. It looks insane. That's but
I saw one today actually.
I like the facelift. I like it, but the lights in the front on like a regular one, I don't like it as much. That's the like that weird thing inside, and then on the side it's all the dots.
On the facelift.
Yeah, on the headlight,
like
not
the
rear,
mirrors.
not the tail lights. On the mirrors too, I don't like the fat mirrors.
Fat ones, I don't like
I find the car is so sleek, and you just randomly put fat.
You have the pointy mirrors.
Same. It's the M3 mirror. Just M3 has the little
line.
That thing, the little to give you downforce, whatever. That iconic M3.
The little wing on the little.
Do you guys remember? Question. Okay, we should actually make a clip out of this.
Go.
Do you guys remember on Civics, people used to order M3 style mirrors?
On a Civic?
Old school M3 style. So E30 M3 style, E36 M3 style. So E30 was the little. It looked like a little, but I don't know, like a little thing that would pop out as the mirror. It was this big, and it was all one piece, so it would be sleek.
Circle.
Yeah, you've seen them right
Yeah.
on like an E30, whatever. Then E36 came out with the same thing, just extended out a bit with the two lines.
Okay.
Holding it. You don't remember Civics having them with the LEDs on them? They bought them off eBay, and everyone used to install them. And they're all too short, they're all crooked and shit. And
No, I don't remember this.
Yeah, M3 style.
What?
Mirrors. That's what they were called back in the day. Yeah, because M3
Civic?
had them. You know what I mean? So people used to. They were like, wow, these mirrors look sick. Or like, think of an old hatchback.
EM1.
Those little.
Or EK1.
Yeah, exactly. You have those stubby little mirrors and they're flush.
Well, that's the one. The one on Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
The green Civic.
They had them. They have them on Fast and the Furious. They have the stubby mirrors.
With the just. It's
just a circle.
Mirror, yeah.
It's from the old M3s, and that's why they call M3 style
mirrors.
On
an EK. Civic.
Yo, man, they were so fun.
Or EG. That's EG.
I don't know.
The old one is EG, I think.
EK is like the really old one, no?
No, I think EG is the really old one. Yeah, EG.
Yo,
hatch.
I'm not good at this shit.
Hold on, EG hatch. Yeah, EG hatch is the really old one.
That's the square lights in the front?
No, the circle like.
Is it the square in the back?
No, the back is this one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
EG,
love it.
and then EK is the
newer one.
The newer style one. Yeah, this one. I like.
Okay, this is the classic.
I like
Okay, so
EK.
those ones.
That's the square lights.
Yes, those ones. Everyone would have those type of mirrors.
One is EM1, not hatch though. Sedan. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Mr. Campili's car. That's it,
like
the blue one.
car.
I love it. That's
Big
a
fan.
Doc VTEC engine 2-liter with the red top.
B16, yeah. Or B18. B16 would be
Sick cars, and you would just
B18.
scream.
Yeah.
Scream.
Good luck finding an engine.
Honestly, I would want one just not even like to go fast. It's just a cool car. I don't know. It's just
This
nice.
one's selling for 50,000.
Yeah, okay, it's mint
It's brand
and
new.
it's yeah, exactly. There's still the PDI still wasn't it still wasn't done on it. Shit. Do you have any other things that you want to talk about?
Actually, last thing before we wrap it up, on Monday,
I have a shout out.
which is okay. Do the shout out first.
Okay, so shout out this week. We do our weekly shout outs that we don't do weekly, but we call them the weekly shout outs. This one's to the Curfew Boys. If you guys know them, they're from Montreal. They do podcasts.
I wonder what gave it away.
What,
The
curfew?
yeah.
So basically, they started it during the curfew, obviously. And they're a podcast all about hockey and the Montreal Canadiens and
That
stuff.
was my.
So yeah, basically, guys, check them out. Really cool guys. We comment on each other's shit back and forth. Maybe we'll have them on the podcast too. Like Giovanni said, he's not going to talk. I'm trying to get all these sports guys on the podcast, but Giovanni's like,
I'll be there. I'll chill.
Giovanni's like, I'm just going to talk shit the whole time. Talk shit anytime. So what the hell? What's the difference?
I'm
What's the
just gonna be there
difference?
chilling.
So we just wanted to give a little shout out to the Curfew Boys. Guys, keep doing your thing. Go Habs, go, because we are in the semifinals. Last time
That
we
was
spoke,
my thing
we were
on
playing.
Monday. Vegas.
Yes, sir. Vegas.
Good luck to them. I hope they win.
Yeah, Pacioretty, watch your ass, my friend. Old captain of Montreal Canadiens. Oh, watch your ass, man. I hope someone.
You're not making any allegations or any assumptions, but I do hope
Go
they
Habs,
do
go.
win. I do hope they win.
Even Italy.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Forza Azzurri, we
Friday.
won.
That was Friday.
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 3-0, man. That's the first time we won 3-0 in a long time. You know that,
That
right?
was the qualification?
No. That was a game.
Oh, Jesus.
That was
I
a
didn't
game.
know
That was versus Turkey. During our what's it called? Our group.
Mm-hmm.
Next game is versus. Wow, just went blank.
When
but it's
does that
Monday.
happen?
No, it's Wednesday. Sorry, it's Wednesday.
Jesus.
Euro Cup is a lot slower than hockey.
It's
usually.
a week full of sports this week.
It's going to be a month full of sports because it's Euro Cup and the Habs are still in.
Cup,
So
yeah.
unless the Habs lose to Vegas, then it's over in like a week or two. But I don't
This-
think
this
so,
is
man. The
not
Habs.
what- this is what-
Yeah, the Habs guys. Keep an eye open for the Habs.
I hope they win.
I hope so. It's exciting series though. It's gonna be a nice
It's
series.
going to be interesting.
Especially like I'm just joking around like Pacioretty there, but I'm saying it's gonna be nice. Old captain, old team. The
All we're
team.
missing is PK Subban. Guys, follow us, the Fuel Up Podcast, on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. No Twitter. I'm Gio.
I'm Mass.
Peace. Episode
Deuces,
45.
guys. Ciao.